Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel. And a special hello to all of the Scorpios out there. So, this will be a general tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio. So, we're going to continue doing these types of readings because many people in the specific collective that I channel every week on Wednesdays have been telling me in person that they want more of these types of readings. So we're going to dive right into it. And we are going to start with the Oracle. We're going to see what it is Scorpio needs to know and what it is Scorpio needs to hear. Okay, so we have a slew of cards that have just flung out here from the Oracle deck. What's the vibe? And to start out with this energy, we have the Burned Bridges card. It says lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. So I am definitely feeling very strongly here this thread of energy where there is some sort of connection, some divine connection that you were entangled in, where there is a separation going on between you and this other person. This may also be a group of people as well, but I feel like that's only going to resonate for a small number of Scorpios out there. And I'm sensing that this could be a fire sign that has separated from you, but there's a lack of trust when it comes to this particular connection. There was something about this connection where this other person or this group of people really didn't show up in the most authentic light. And you put a lot of trust in this particular connection, but this person was not very reciprocating for you. And there was just a lot of exchanges of energy on your part where it was not equal. I'm picking up a thread of energy where this person may have meant a great deal to you, but you really didn't know this person. You didn't really know the truth about this person. You didn't really know exactly what they were capable of or really how they viewed this particular connection with you. And it was very draining. It was very taxing, is what I'm sensing. And so, Spirit right now is wanting you to really take your energy back and recharge with the recharge card. It says, breathe, let go, clear your mind. And this is really a time for solitude and really being alone with your thoughts and really integrating a lot of what happened within this particular connection because I'm sensing it was very emotionally taxing for you. And what you really need right now is a sense of reprieve, a sense of coming back together as one and really taking back your power. And that's really what Spirit is wanting you to do right now. But there is this strong thread of energy where you feel really hopeless, you feel really downtrodden, you feel like there's no hope when it comes to your love life right now. With the hopeless card, it says loss, depression, suicide. So this connection really took a toll on you. It really was very emotionally taxing. It was very non-reciprocating. I'm sensing for many of you, there was a lot of miscommunication when it came to feelings. So you may have felt a certain type of way that this person couldn't exchange that type of energy towards this particular connection. And I'm sensing this particular thread that I'm sensing, it feels as if you really had really intense, deep feelings for this person, but they really did not show up like that for you. Everything was very surface level, and you really had seen, like the best in this person. You really wanted the best for this connection, but it's just not how things played out here. And so I'm sensing this other thread of energy with the consequences card, bad choices, games, mixed signals, that there was a lot of energetic exchange that happened. And it's really showing up right now for you in the present moment where you are really trying to get over this particular situation by trying to escape certain elements of this particular situation. And you could be making a lot of bad choices right now. You could be doing a lot of things that are really not for your highest good to try to get over this particular person or this particular energy dynamic. And it's leaving you feeling really exhausted. It's really not recharging your batteries right now because we have the exhausted card, burned out, burdened, empty. So you're trying to fill this void where there's a lot of space right now with this particular connection. And it's just not working because a lot of these things that you might be aligning yourself with, I'm sensing, a lot of things like drinking, possibly drugs, possibly partying, a lot of things that really are not uplifting your spirits right now. If anything, it's really bringing you down to a lower vibration and it's really siphoning your energy. The more you align to these things that you try to fill this space or this void when it comes to this particular connection. Okay, so we have the listen card and it says you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. So, even though spirit right now is really guiding you to be still and to recharge and take back your energy, there is this thread of energy that I'm sensing and feeling where your intuition is calling you to do something. And so it really feels right now that you should trust that instinct, trust your intuition, trust that it's going to guide you to something better when it comes to this particular connection, whether that's you disconnecting altogether from this particular energy dynamic or doing something for yourself to take back your power. Okay, so now we're going to shift into the tarot, and I just want to see more about this connection, what it is you need to know, what it is you need to hear. And we have the energy of the Nine of Pentacles upright, and it's also paired here, another card that fell, the Seven of Pentacles upright. So this is strong energy here. So what I'm feeling right here is that this connection was the catalyst of self sufficiency. So I'm feeling right here that spirit is really encouraging you to enter a phase of emotional independence and self worth. Right now, it's time for you to reclaim your sovereignty after this draining connection, is what this feels like. So you could be realizing right now, for many of you that I'm feeling, that you feel better off nurturing your own growth, nurturing yourself instead of constantly tending to others that are not going to grow with you. You may have come to that realization right now. And spirit is also reminding me right now that when it comes to healing, that it does require energetic boundaries. It doesn't require isolation, but this is a test of energetic boundaries when it comes to this particular connection because I'm sensing here that boundaries definitely were crossed in this particular connection. So with this Seven of Pentacles, I'm feeling right here that Scorpio, you have poured a lot of time and energy and maybe even forgiveness is what this feels like with this person or group of people. But you've reached a pause right now. You are starting to evaluate or will be evaluating, was all of this worth it? All of that time and energy that you poured into this other person? And did you actually receive an investment from what you did? Was it actually reciprocating? And it feels like, honestly, that it's not. So whether or not you actually are acknowledging that, that's totally up to you. But it definitely feels like it's not reciprocating. And so spirit is also encouraging you to look at what grew within the connection and what didn't, and to integrate that particular lesson or lessons for you so you can align to your highest self, your highest potential. So spirit is really nudging you right now to be at peace when it comes to this bridge that burns between this other person, because something about this connection is lighting your path forward. It's not meant to keep you stuck. So if you feel stuck right now, just know that you will get out of this headspace eventually. It's going to take some time to really, see the inner worth from yourself and knowing that you're not going to need external validation from this other person because, you know, it's really time for you to really stand on your own and really reclaim your power and be your true independent self right now. So, how are you meant to move forward with this particular connection here? And wow, so we have a lot of earth sign energy here. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. So, this is very grounding energy, and it feels like spirit is really nudging you to be really grounded right now when it comes to this particular type of dynamic that you've experienced here. It really feels like this is very rare energy, and it feels like it counterbalances the intense water nature of what Scorpio represents. So it seems like, and it really feels like spirit is really guiding you to build stability from inside out rather than emotionally spiraling or clinging to something that's already collapsed. And so I feel very strongly this thread of energy that you're being called to shift your focus away from the connection. Let bygones be bygones. The bridge has already been burned. And this is a time for you to really turn inward towards mastery, discipline, your own personal refinement. It's time to commit to yourself and, really focus on yourself the way that you were once committed to this other person or group of people. This is really a time for you to really focus on your craft, focused on your healing, whatever mindfulness practices you have, rituals, whatever spirituality looks like for you, or whatever material goals that you have, whatever kind of aspirations that you have, all of that energy that you poured into this person or group of people, it's time for you to reclaim that and pour it back into yourself. And if there's something that you're meant to be excellent at or excel at, despite how painful this connection is, it's created some sort of emotional depth right now that is going to allow you to really find your purpose. You know, I'm sensing that it's time for you to really take your time and rebuild very slowly but intentionally. So, whatever kind of chaos or burnout that you've experienced from this connection, Spirit is really definitely grounding you right now after that particular emotional turbulent period. So let's see here how Scorpio, how you can integrate these lessons that you've learned or will be learning from this connection here. And so, okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. And then we have the Hermit upright. So, whew, wow, it feels like Scorpio that you're meant to face not only the heartbreak of disillusionment, but you have to face the false foundation that this connection was built on. Because what it feels like here is that you're meant to release attachments to the false start and broken dreams of this particular connection. You're also meant to recognize the illusion without feeling shame. And this is definitely a time for you to step into a sacred solitude to rediscover your own light. That's what this energy is all talking about here. So, with this Ace of Pentacles, there's a lot of red flags that this connection had carried that you may have ignored. And there was a lot of potential when it came to this particular connection, but it was definitely not aligned with divine timing or divine readiness. And so, this is definitely another message to reclaim your energy from failed expectations and to start again, but start again on your own terms. Because there was something about this connection where it was built on shaky ground or certain promises that could not manifest in the physical. And so, this Ten of Cups here, what Spirit is saying here is that there was this illusion of emotional fulfillment, but now the dream has been broken. So you might be grieving a certain fantasy that this connection was kind of built upon. And it feels really painful. It feels as if, there's this level of intense, grief or, kind of like a suffering type of energy. But this isn't something that you're meant to, hold space for, forever. You're not meant to be in this type of energy forever. But you are meant to integrate this energy and take this time, being single or being alone right now and really reflect and really look inward. And you'll discover a new light on your own. You'll discover something that is going to make you feel all powerful again. It's going to put you back into that bright, intense water sign energy that you're known for. And it's going to feel beautiful. You're going to feel more realigned and recharged and definitely feel more at ease and more at peace. But it is going to take a lot of work, Scorpio, and you just have to take your time with this. There's no rushing when it comes to this, but I know it's very painful, but spirit would not give you more than you can handle. So you definitely will come out on top. So let's get one final oracle message here just to wrap things up with this reading. Okay, and we actually have a pair of cards that came out. So the first card says professional assistance. It says it may be time to seek wise counsel. This could be in any life area, from legal or financial advice to more personal needs such as counseling or therapy. So that's very direct right there. And then we have the reassess card, and it says you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings your Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. So that's a very direct message as well. Okay, so we are going to conclude the reading here. I want to thank everyone who resonates with this beautiful sign of Scorpio. Thank you for extending your beautiful energy to this reading and co-creating the messages. I hope something here does resonate deeply for you, and I do hope that things will get better for you. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and happiness, and I will see you in the next reading.